the views weren't to the level that made sense for the amount of work that was put into the project. Occasionally hear a booming in the background. That is my husband playing music in his office, which is literally on the door. The other side of this wall. So, well, not this wall, that wall. The wall y'all can't see. It's 2025. We have a year ahead of us. I just wanted to record something to get back into the habit. I don't know about you guys, but for me, when it comes to the holiday season and then trying to shift into gear again, I guess it becomes kind of weird. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I get very much in my head, and it gets to be like it's weird because I worked myself out of it last year. But somewhere in the past month or so, I started to fall back inward. And it could have been the kind of use it or lose it type of thing. What I mean by that is the mindset that since I was not intentionally moving forward in different projects or different things that I wanted to do, and I was mainly focused around like iChristemas, and I think that might be the thing. The fact that we were so honed in, like it was a big project. Recording iChristemas, it was like, it took a couple weeks to record, and it would be a couple weekends to record, and it would be 6 or 8 hour shoots, both Saturdays and Sundays. Then hubby having to edit all that content, then uploading it, me making the thumbnails for that content, also trying to be at each of the premieres. There were 12 of them, not to mention tech issues that happened. It didn't really leave a lot of time outside of that for me to work on my non-9 to 5-ish stuff. My 9 to 5-ish content is my reaction content and my gaming streams, and I was kind of beholden to just doing my 9 to 5 content and not being able to do my dump channel stuff, which is this channel. Like trying to record my vlogs, do my weight loss journey, all of that stuff kind of got thrown to the wayside when we were all on board for iChristemas. Hubby said this year we're not going to do iChristemas because he wanted December. We didn't go anywhere. Like we didn't go to, like, normally we're like, hey, we'll go to Disney, we'll go to visit around the city or go around, different places, and we just did not get to do any of that. So this year will be different. When I'm starting this year, I want to, yes, get my 9 to 5 content done, but on the other side, dip into my other facets of me. I think what happens is and a lot of creatives have this, like when you have big ideas, when you have a lot of ideas, when you are stuck doing your 9 to 5-ish content or 9 to 5-ish job, whatever it may be, and then the stuff that you have to do, like your living things, like cleaning the house and cooking food and taking care of your child, like the little things. When you don't get to tap into those other facets of yourself or the other projects or the other things that you have in your mind, you kind of go crazy. You do. You kind of go crazy. And it was, for me, not just... It was kind of layered for me. Yeah. I started to kind of fall inward, and like the stuff that I had been doing a couple months prior to the year with intention that allowed me to actually feel like I was breathing and living and just thriving, and that exciting inspiration to do something different. I was getting those things. And then once October, November hit, and it was iChristemas focus, because actually we started filming in October, the end of October. And I was excited to do the project and think about the project and execute the project, but I didn't really realize the cost of the project and the trade-off of the project. Like, there are a lot of beautiful things. Like, I think I'll double check, but I think I counted like maybe 30 different content creators were a part of that project, which is a huge collab, right? And this is the first year we've edited and recorded all 12 videos and posted all 12 videos, because it's a hard thing to do. It is a very hard thing to do, but we did it. Trade-off. It's not like they were on the receiving end banging and busting, and that's okay now. But when you lose all of your time into something and some of your peace goes with it, and in the moment when my husband was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this again, because he has all like other projects that he wants to work on and things like that he wasn't able to do because he had to edit that on top of our 9 to 5 content, which our 9 to 5 content, if you don't know, is reactions for our Patreon and our reaction channel and then I've got my streams. But on his side, he has to edit that content for the reaction channel. So that includes 2 reactions that we're posting on Patreon every day, and then 2 reactions that we're posting on YouTube. Both have to be edited differently because on YouTube, copyright situations, you have to be mindful of those things and you have to edit around and cut a lot of things out in order to post that content. And then on Patreon, you don't really have to necessarily do that. You can just cut out errors, you know? So keeping up with that, because that's our bread and butter, which we couldn't sacrifice one to do the other. So it was literally just an addition of this big project that took all of our time. And only 2 of the premieres have big numbers when we were premiering it. But after the fact, the views weren't to the level that made sense for the amount of work that was put into the project. So even though I love that, I'm proud of what we were able to accomplish in that. I'm just gonna have to put it on a boat and float it out to water and call it a day on that. This year, I'm not going to do anything like that. If I'm going to do like a big, huge project, it has to be a passion other project. So that would be working on a specific pilot for a show that I wanted to start, that I had the idea to start with a friend and we never did it because we never had the funds for it. So kind of planning for that, right? Planning for getting funds to create the pilot and then make the pilot and use that pilot to kind of premiere the show or try to push this show that we really want to do. Because I think it's a very great idea. And there are not a lot of shows like it. Actually, there are no shows exactly like what we were thinking about doing. And I want to do that. I have other ideas, like helpful things for other creators that I've been wanting to create and put together that I started last year and then stopped. So I just had a thought. This year is the year of completion for me. That's what we're going to walk into 2025 with. I mean, we're already in 2025, so hello, how you doing? But this is going to be the year of completion. Projects that I have started and not yet finished, I will finish. That's what this year is going to be. Also, clap it up because 10 years. This year, it will be our 10-year anniversary of being content creators. And it's a really big mark to get to 10 years. And then on top of that, with everything that we've accomplished and that we've done, which has been beautiful. It's been a beautiful journey. Ups and downs. Them ups was ups and them downs was downs. Okay. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. Okay. It didn't stay up. Cardi didn't tell the truth there. Okay. If it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. It wasn't stuck. It fell. A bunch of times it fell. And then sometimes it bounced back up and then it'd fall again. My daughter started school last year. So navigating that and homework, with a child learning for the first time on top of doing what we do, it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. The goals for this channel and the goals where I want to get to by the end of this year is I want to get this channel to a place where it'll make enough money where it will allow me to have some more freedoms. And that could be freedoms with brands that I want to work with, not being held to certain constraints or locked in certain aspects when it comes to like the gaming channel, right? I can try to play anything I want to, but sometimes only certain things will succeed and do well. And when the views are volatile, like some are up and some are down, right? Don't get stuck. It don't get stuck. It falls. It's up, 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 then it falls. Sometimes you're kind of beholden to that. And that's that pressure that some creators feel where they feel like they have to be in a niche because they want to do only what works. But the thing with content creation in general and people in general is that they evolve, they change. Algorithms evolve and change. So it's difficult to stick into one place unless that is who you are. If you stick in that place and that is who you are and you're doing well, thriving, amazing, love you. Love that for you. It ain't me. I am like way too multifaceted for my own good. If my husband heard me say that, he would probably go to church. Be like, praise the Lord, she came to her senses. But I don't know why he would have a country accent, but you know, it's 2025. Anything can happen. I want to, it's not that I make excuses to not complete the things that I want to complete. It's that there's so many things that I want to complete and life can be distracting when you have a lot of things on your plate. So this year I'm going to be more focused. This year I'm going to complete more games on the gaming channel. This year I'm going to complete projects that I've started last year or the prior year. And have even included other creators in, and it just never came to fruition. And there's not one specific thing to blame for those things, you know? Sometimes, honestly, it would be a situation where I started working on a project, then bills hit, and to pay them bills, I had to create more bread and butter and try to get the bread and butter to have more bread and more butter. So, because the focus had to change and shift because life demanded it, you know? We got a place, you know, I want to stay in this house, or at least be able to continue to afford this house. I would like to move eventually, but you know, that's a longer, different kind of conversation. Point being, this year, I'm walking into boldness. This year is the year of completion, and where we will complete things, all right? And this year, you and I will do this together, okay? We will have a weight talk, all right? Because I'm actually going to start working out today, and I am going to try to live stream it on this channel. So that live stream will happen before the weight video comes out, but that's just how life is going to be. I'm not going to be too weighed in on, oh, well, I can't do this because I didn't do this yet. That's where some of the troubles were coming. I'd be like, okay, I can't do this yet because I haven't recorded this part, and this should come out first. And then it's like, okay, I'm really ready for it. Like, time flows, time gets, and you're at the door of B, but you haven't put out door A yet. And I would be so wrapped up in that. I'm like, so then nothing would happen. Being so wrapped up in that stuff in my head, nothing would come out. So we're not doing that. This is coming out. I'm a live stream. Then we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna talk about me working out and that journey and us doing it together. Okay. Whew. I'm happy that we got this recorded. I am going to edit this baby up, post this, and I want you guys, if you want to walk in completion with me, right? This is the year of completion in the comments. Also, let me know, what are your goals for 2025? You know, we will have a separate, I do want to do a separate video of like what I want to bring into 2025. What do I want to leave in 2024? Yeah, we got to do those things for sure. And that'll be a conversation we'll have. But I want to know what your goals are. Okay, make sure, give yourself grace, do this stuff. I hate when people are like, well, I don't want to do the argument of whether they're resolutions or you're titling them resolutions or goals or whatever. It don't matter, because that's nonsense. What do you plan to do this year? Okay, that's what we asking. What you planning to do this year? Let me know down below in the comment section. Please like this video, engage in the comments for the algorithm to get this up. We trying to get it stuck like Cardi. We want this to get Cardi. Okay, so Cardi this up. Share this video with 5 other people that you know or don't know. You know, actually, it doesn't matter if you know them or don't know them. Share this with 5 other people. And yeah, all right. I love you guys. Bye.